What's up, guys? Today again with this Squier Sonic Strat Domino, I named her. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm hearing this weird overtone on the G string, and I know on the telly it only has one string tree, and I'm thinking there's nothing different with the necks, but I'm hearing this overtone. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but when the G string is tuned right to G, I tried taking a file and back filing it a little bit more. It got a little bit better. It's not quite as prominent, but it's there nevertheless. So I jumped on YouTube, and there was a guy talking about this, and there are a lot of people in the comments saying they've been playing a lot longer than I've been, and they never heard it. But it is clear that if you only have one string tree and you're getting this note, it's actually, when tuned to G, in back of the nut, it's actually a D. It's in fifths. So anyway, if I pluck this and I lightly touch it, so let me pick it without touching it. Now with touching it. Hopefully the camera picked that up. So a lot of forms, I wanted to get measurements because I like measurements. So on the Rock Jam, this first string tree is right behind the D. So kind of like in the same space here, right behind the A. Well, the Rock Jam's high E and B string is back here where the D is. And then the second string or tree is like kind of where this one is. But on the Ibanez, it's kind of where this is. And then if we take a measurement from this area right here down, but over here, we're about 7/16. All right, so taking a look at my Ibanez again, before I go drilling holes here. Now this is the way I'm going to do it, and it probably would be best to do it this way instead of taking a measurement from string tree, because different companies, they seem to just put them anywhere. But the Ibanez has the same break angle from the nut to the A string and then the nut to the B and E. So instead of going 7/16 forward and staggering this down here, it's going to be too much of a break angle here. So if I go 1/4 inch from this point to the front of this one, it's going to give me enough clearance to go through the A string tuning peg hole to string it, but it's also going to give me a proper break angle going from E all the way over to A, and they're going to be more equal. Whereas like back here, you'll see when it's done, but back here it's more even, and then when you go here you can see it increases drastically. Okay, so you could see right there where I'm at. I have enough room to go from the A string through the tuning peg, and that one's slightly forward. But let's take a look at the break angle. Okay, so if we take a look here, this is our A string over here. You could see that runs down, and now we have our D string, and that's equal to the A string. And then the G string also follows suit. And if they would have put this string tree back ever so slightly, we would be able to match the break angle of those two, because it's slightly off here. Where the Ibanez, all 5 strings just run down on an even break angle. Now, if you're going to do this, I would do it my way, just because you have the same break angle. And even though these are closer than normal, it's still going to take care of that weird D note sound on top of the G note over here.